Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG we know as Fifi La Pew Pew, and it's on the south spawn of Cliff under the command of Zefnar. Battle started. Now there's two Fifis on this team, yep. The other one is a little way off in the distance, there's Cold Bed. Okay, well, Zefnar's making his way for the bushes. Is he going to stop here? Nope, he's going further. Well, he's armed with a 105mm light field howitzer, and he's capable of 410 alpha, penetrating 53mm of armour. And he's now aiming for the enemy. He's looking up the western passage. In fact, it looks like to me that he's going straight to counter battery. But no, he's pulling back because he reckons there's probably going to be an enemy tank coming around that corner very shortly. And yes, there was. Need to aim ahead of it because it's leading the target. Rounds out. Just missed that P2640. Tier 4 Italian medium. Going for the M4. Oh, he fires the round just as the enemy was killed. So unfortunately, 2 shots, but no joy out of it. 42 rounds this Arty carries. And well, you can see Zefnar's actually elected to carry mostly quite a lot of heat, actually 10 rounds of heat. Now the heat ammo will penetrate 104mm of armor, but it only does 350 alpha. And despite the fact he got that shot on the P2640, he's only got 132 hit points of damage so far, and that P26 is still alive. And we've lost a number of tanks. We've lost 4 tanks. Ouch. For the loss of only 1, we fire at the P26. Oh, he wiped him out with an HE round. Okay, looking up towards the hill, there's a Chi Nu up there, and he fires a snapshot in. And as you know, with the Fifi, if you fire snapshots, you usually miss. It's only 1 in a million normally. It's not 1 in a million, but it's actually a little better. And he's killed the Chi Nu. This time it was a blind shot kill. He dialed it in and he got a direct hit, wiped him out. Going for the T28, who moves just slightly to avoid the shell, but he is now tracked. And our reload is 7.85 seconds, which means that Zefnar can get around on target fairly quickly after he fires the last one. So if he tracks the target, he's going to get some more damage. Now, he lost sight of that tank destroyer. I think it was an Su-76G FT. It certainly looked like one. But he's pulled back, so we've got nobody up there spotting. The nearest tank is a Panzer IV-H, and he's a little further away. But we've got an A-20 up the cliff. He's on top of the lighthouse, and oh, there's an AMX ELC, or as Quickie Baby calls it, the ELC AMX. Because that's exactly what it was called back when he started the game so long ago. It's funny actually, because just recently he did a video showing what he was like when he first started streaming on the game. And little did he think back then when he was studying for his doctorate in geography that he would actually end up playing the game full time and getting basically paid to do it. And that he would get a wife out of it as well, which is quite surprising. Yes, well, no, less said about that, the better. After all, his wife is actually quite a nice lady, and even though she did ban me from their channel, nice hit on the Grant there. Takes us 193 hit points of damage. Yes, Pepper D or Tanya has actually changed QB for the better, I think, and he's a much more relaxed player, I think now. He's not so. If you see those early videos of him, he was a bit well. He's like most players today. He was a bit brash, but now he's actually become well, less brash. That ELC goes down. Okay, well. It's 7-all now, so we're looking towards the western pass, and we don't have anyone closer than an Su-85. He's only about 100 meters in front of us. So, yeah, this is going to be a bit awkward because we're relying on his view range to spot the enemy. And it might be a good idea for the go counter battery. Yes, that's what Zefnar's doing. He's now going to look for the enemy Arty, and the best way to do that is to go to God mode and look down on the enemy from above. because then you have a much better chance of seeing the tracer that comes out of the Arty. Okay, he's having a look towards the cap. Can he see any tracer? You can easily see the exact position of an enemy tank once you see the tracer. Oh, there's the Sav M43. Now he's one of 3 tank destroyers on the enemy team. He's just taken damage, rounds out, just lands near him, but he is taking more damage. He's probably still there, just waiting for the reload to go in, and rounds out. This should kill. Oh, he's not there. He's gone. No, we're loaded, but there's no target to shoot at. The Sav has disappeared from sight. No, I don't think he's big enough to have a cloaking device. I don't think he's Romulan anyway. But it appears that Sav has got a very good camo qualities. And he's hiding from that AMX CLC who's right up on top of the lighthouse. Or near the lighthouse, I should say. He's not on top of it. He's not climbing the walls, but... Oh, and one of the enemy tank destroyers has got really close, and that's the Stug. Is he too close to shoot at? Yes, he is! Because that hill is in the way, so we're now relying on the Su-85 to protect us. Otherwise, we're going to have to shotgun this guy at fairly close range. And the Matilda has turned up on the cliff edge. They've killed the Stug. And he's dialing in on the Matilda to make it perfect shot. Rounds out. Direct hit for 100. He's still moving though, so we're going to have to fire another one in. Almost loaded. Rounds out. Next one. Missed. But the Matilda is taken down by our gorilla. Yep, we have 3 Arty in this team. Okay, there's the Sav. He's finally come out. He must have been hiding in the bushes. Or hiding behind one of the wrecks. We fire a round in. Oh, just missed him. Now, Zefnar's only got 12 rounds of HE left, and then he's going to eat into that heat ammo. And that is expensive ammo, I'm afraid. Yes, it's quite expensive. So he might actually end up making a loss in credits if he has to burn into those 10 heat rounds. They also make quite a nasty explosion on the ground. Well, just a puff when they hit the ground. He's dialing in on the Bishop. He doesn't want this to be a wasted shot, so he's actually letting it contract. Fires around where he thinks the Bishop's going to be. And he hit the target! He definitely hit the Bishop. And he's firing another one in. Or is he? No, he's not. He's decided not to fire in until he knows. And it looks like his teammate found him, because he fired another round in. And he gets the kill! A blind shot kill on the Bishop. And the enemy Fifi's been found as well. We fired the snapshot. It didn't work. As I keep saying to people, don't fire snapshot, fire aimed. And that way you guarantee you're going to hit the target. There you go. So 2 Artys down. Can he get a third one and get the counter battery? Yes, there's the third one out there. It's a gorilla. 15cm gun. He might be on the move already. There's only 3 enemies left now. We do have the advantage. We're 2-1 up on them. The thing is, we lost our Su-85 in that engagement just there. So we don't have anyone ahead of us at all at the moment. And this Arty does have a 390 meter view range. So it might be a good idea for Zefnar to go out against the enemy. And the enemy just lost one of their team as well. I didn't see which one it was that went, but they just lost someone. And they're now down to just 2. The Hetzer and a gorilla. So it might be a good idea for Zefnar to get on the move, try and find them and shoot them at close range. Our gorilla's on the move. Or at least he's changed position. The 60 GFT's on the move, the SAL's on the move. And I think Zefnar's decided, yeah, he's going to move as well. He might as well, because the only way that he's going to get those kills is if he goes out and tries to find them. I suspect that the enemy is going to try and hide. Now, the tank destroyer might go up on the grid square A5 on those little lookouts to spot the enemy coming from long range. That's the most likely place for the Hetzer. They outnumber the enemy 3-1 now. Zefnar's still sitting back. Oh, the Hetz has been found. He wasn't at A5. And he finds Snapshot again. And yet again, he's wasted a round by doing so. The Hetz has just taken out our 60 GFT. Zefnar's dialing in, trying to get the shot accurate. He fires too early. And it lands ahead of the Hetzer, who's now going to hide behind that house. Or is he? Yes, he is hiding. Oh, and the kill goes to the Sol. So it's now everyone to try and find that gorilla. Find out where he's gone. He's got 6 rounds of HE left, which should be more than enough to deal with the gorilla. And the gorilla just killed our Sol, so it seems to me that he probably saw the Sol, because there was a big enough gap between the Hetzer going down and that gorilla getting his kill. So more than likely it wasn't a blind shot kill, it was a scene kill. So our gorilla's moving forward. The AMX CLC looks like he's going to go around the hill, and Zefnar's decided to go straight through the western pass. So remember, 390 meters view range, whereas the gorilla only has a view range of approximately 260 meters. So we're going to spot him long before he sees us. And that's one of the big advantages of this Arty. The gun's mounted so high on top of what was a heavy tank that it actually makes it much easier to spot the enemy from afar. The only problem is that... Oh, and there he is. There's the gorilla. He's been spotted. And he looks like he's making a run for it. We're lining him up. Oh, yes, he gets in. That's a counter battery. Wins the game. Very nice. Right into the side. He timed that shot perfectly. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a second-class tanker for Zefnar in the 105 leFH18B2. He got a counter battery. Yes, he took out all 3 of the enemy Arty. He took out the gorilla, the bishop with a blind shot, and the enemy Fifi, who tried to engage our Su-85 and succeeded in beating him, but couldn't beat the shell, the Arty shell that was coming in to take him out. He also managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in that one, just 1 short of getting a top gun. And he got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got, I think it was 18 or 16. My eyes is deceiving me. 18. And on top of all that, he got a high caliber. Yes, he picked up an epic medal. He did the most damage in that battle overall. And his win rate for the game was 3,710. So that's Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. There you go, top of the table, 1,332 hit points of damage. That was an easy high caliber because the next high scorer was the AMX CLC, who managed to get 1,026, and these were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 hit points in total. When it came to kills, again it's Zefnar. He managed to get 5 kills. The highest scorer on the enemy team was their Fifi with 4 kills. And after that, well, 2 kills apiece for the Stork and the Gorilla, and 2 kills apiece for the other Fifi on his team, the Su-85 and the Sol. When it came to base XP, he's got the top again, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. 708 base experience points, which is not enough for an ace tanker, but it's still good. 658 base experience points for the other Fifi under Colbed, and 569 for the AMX CLC Biz. He fired 27 shots in that game, all HE, 9 direct hits, 5 penetrations. So, he definitely was penetrating the target. And I suspect he probably penetrated that bishop more than once. Well, he penetrated him once, actually, on that occasion. He penetrated the P2640. And yes, he definitely penetrated the gorilla. And I suspect he penetrated the Fifi. Yes, he did. Yes, got that one right. And... he splashed 8 as well, damage of 1,332 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 5, and on a premium count earned 34,926 credits. And after ammunition resupply, and this ammo is fairly cheap because it's low caliber, he ended up with 31,470 credits to take away for an 11-minute battle. He received 26 bonds, 1 for the higher caliber and 25 from Veni Vidi Vici, and 1,062 XP times 5 for the first victory. Got 425 from this being a premium vehicle, and 531 from 100%, or was no 50% personal reserve. and took away 6,266 experience points altogether. So not a bad little battle there. I love that shot on the bishop. He actually saw the shell from his teammate go in and hit the spot where the bishop was, but of course we couldn't see it. There was no explosion, so he immediately knew that that was where the bishop was, and he planted another round in there and took the bishop out of the game altogether. And it was very nice to see that Arty appear all of a sudden as a kill, and gave him the incentive, I suppose, to go after the other ones. So well done on getting the counter battery. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We don't have many subscribers. We wish we had more. If we did, it would benefit the members. So do keep subscribing to our channel, and thanks for watching.